Hi guys, and welcome back to Keep Smiling Adventures, and today we're going to be going over the route overview video for the New Forest gravel tester ride. Now there isn't too much to know because it is quite a simple ride and not a very long one, and it is just generally quite an easy one. But there are definitely a few things that you should know, and also I will be giving it a difficulty rating and a sort of overall rating of what I think it is. 1 being don't even bother, 10 being it's absolutely amazing, go and do it. So this is the route overview video for the New Forest gravel tester bikepacking route. Let's get into it. The New Forest gravel taster route is the perfect entry into the world of bikepacking. A short but stunning ride around the New Forest. A ride that will give you a chance to feel like you are miles and miles away from anything, while in reality you are never very far away from the hustle and bustle of the built-up surrounding areas. Gravel, gravel, and lots more gravel is the main surface you will be riding on, with a few country lanes. The New Forest gravel route will take you on a 65-mile ride all around the New Forest, with plenty of opportunities to stop for a pub lunch, cake, or even an ice cream. This route follows the dedicated cycle routes around the New Forest and also a couple of bridleways. Although the gravel cycle tracks are marked, it is best to have a GPS device for mapping. You will see plenty of roaming horses and donkeys along the ride, with lots of deer, and even some little piggies if you are lucky. Ride is a great beginner ride. A great ride for someone who wants to try out their first ever bikepacking adventure, or just to test out their bike setup for an upcoming trip you might have. This ride is mostly flat with only minor climbs, so you don't even need to be really fit to give this route a go, and would even be possible with kids, and is easily shortened into smaller routes if need be. This route could be done in one go for someone who just wants to spend the day cruising around the New Forest, or could be broken down into a 2-day trip with some camping or a hotel or B&B stay, or even a hostel with a small detour to Burley. If you enjoy pub lunches, ice cream and gravel, then this might well be a great route for you. With mostly traffic-free routes, you will be able to take your time and stop as much as you like. Although this route is mostly off-road away from traffic, there are a few sections where you need to ride on roads with other traffic. For the most part, these are quiet country lanes, but the New Forest can become a bit busy in the summer months. And in particular, riding through Lyndhurst is not the quietest of roads and can be very busy. Also, on this route there are a couple bridleways. One is narrow and does become overgrown with thorn bushes and can become quite muddy at certain times of the year. This section isn't too long but may require a small hiker bike. It is wet and overgrown. The other section of bridleway becomes a bit difficult to follow and is mostly not really much of a trail and leads you out onto Roger Penny Way, which can be a busy road with fast moving traffic. So if you are not comfortable or don't want to ride this section, I'd just avoid this loop in the route. The best bike for this route is going to be a gravel bike, as that is primarily what you are going to be riding on. For the majority of this ride, the gravel you are riding on is mostly man-made gravel tracks, so it is really quite well packed down, making it very simple and straightforward to ride on. Gearing isn't too important on this route as it is pretty much flat with minimal climbing, and the climbs you do go up are short and not so steep. All you really want to have is around the 30mm wide tyres with a bit of puncture protection, and you will be good to go and enjoy this route. Camping along this route, you will have plenty of options to bivvy up for the night, But remember, this is England and is technically not allowed, so do decide to wild camp, be respectful and leave no trace. However, this route does offer lots of official campsites along the route. And like I say, this route is always pretty close to the built up areas, so you can stay a night in the various hotels or B&Bs in the quiet villages in the New Forest, including Lyndhurst, Burley, Brockenhurst, Ringwood or Fordingbridge. This route officially starts in Brockenhurst. However, being a loop, you can start anywhere. However, Brockenhurst is probably going to be the most likely place for you to start, as that is the nearest train station. Taking the bike on the train does officially require you to book a reservation. However, it's mostly South Western Railway trains that you will be on, and in my experience, they are not too strict on this. However, in the summer months it can become quite busy, with the New Forest being a popular cycling location for families, so it might be worth checking with the train line before you travel. Two. The difficulty of this ride is going to be a 2 out of 10. It is really a very simple and easy to ride route. Nearly the whole route being man-made wild pack gravel with not very much climbing makes this a very relaxed ride, so a great route for beginners. Plenty of pubs and tea rooms along the route mean you don't need to be completely self-reliant. If you have never been on an overnighter or just want to test your bikepacking setup, this route is a great place to start. Six out of 10. This route, although a very simple and very easy to ride route, I think this is an awesome ride, especially for those that don't want something remote and too hard. But even if you are used to the remote, tough bikepacking routes, I still think you can enjoy this route. The feeling of being so far from anything, when in reality being so close to everything, is an enjoyable feeling for a less stressful bikepacking adventure. Pubs and tea rooms and lots of places to sit back and enjoy the sweeping views of the New Forest. Enjoy the wild animals, roaming free and stop for an ice cream. The crunch of the gravel under your tyres makes this a great, peaceful bikepacking adventure to unwind, with very little planning, fitness or skill to be required. So there we have it guys, there is the route overview for the New Forest gravel taster route. Now like I said, there isn't too much to note. It is a very, very simple route. Just the main things is like the road sections and the couple little bridleways. Everything else is just a very straightforward, peaceful and just an enjoyable ride. It's actually sort of my local area, so I get to ride there quite a bit and I sort of know it and I've worked out that way, so there's lots of pubs, lots of nice little places to stop. If you have never been on a bikepacking adventure, I definitely recommend that this is like a great starting point for you, whether it's just a overnighter or you just want to test your bike out. It's just a great route for that kind of thing. Now if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you found it helpful, consider subscribing, and until next time, keep smiling, enjoy the adventure.